this eyeshadow is bright, it is popping, it is full of life, it is not dead. Flipping hell, guys. It did say Kaleidoscope, so I mean, I was expecting it to be bright and popping, but guys, this is bright. Honestly, guys, I'm feeling like one bougie mermaid. Okay, now we're talking. I am stunting on you hoes with this highlight. You know me, I like to be illuminated. I want to be slayed in illumination. That doesn't even make sense. I don't know what I'm talking about, but basically I just like to look bright. Welcome back to my channel. So today is all about the Kristen Leanne collaboration with Urban Decay. As you can see, I'm sporting the look right now, so stay tuned because I'm going to show you how I achieved this look. But before we get into this video, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, what the hell are you waiting for? I do videos Sundays, Tuesdays and Wednesdays. However, this week there is a lot of content and I will be adding some videos throughout the week sporadically. So if you want to hit that notification and subscribe, you will know when my next video is out. I've been wanting to stick to a schedule, but guys, you know I have a lot of content and I want you guys to be looking bougie. Whether it costs, whether it's hella cheap, you need to be looking bougie. Wait, I've been doing all this talking. Have you actually subscribed to my channel? You have? Okay, let's get into the video. So guys, I got a package from Urban Decay with all these goodies from the Kristen Leanne collaboration, and someone asked me, why do you always show the package from the back? Well, because the front has my address. So that's why. So I'm going to talk you in depth of the product and how to achieve this look. So let me start showing those looks right now. Okay guys, so I've zipped up my jacket because this white top underneath cannot get dirty. It was a very silly idea to wear a white top while doing a makeup tutorial, but we gonna do the makeup tutorial anyway because life is too short. And I've just done my foundation, so let's get into the basics. So I've packed my eyebrows, but I'm just gonna go in with the Urban Decay Waterproof Full Coverage Concealer. I have done a blog post and a tutorial video on this concealer, so I'm gonna leave it somewhere here. And I still have not done my raggedy ass eyebrows, so I'm just gonna cover them. And I'm just going to put it on the bridge of my nose and underneath my eyes. And like I said in my previous tutorial, you kind of have to work very fast with this concealer. So let's go and blend that all in. And I know that basically this concealer has nothing to do with the Kristen Leanne collaboration, but it's still Urban Decay and it's one of my concealers. So I thought I'd just show you how I can see my eyebrows and under eyes before I start using the product. Okay, now let's go in with the product. So one of the first things is the Kaleidoscope Dream eyeshadow palette. This palette is absolutely gorgeous, guys. Look at the colors. Look at the colors. Look at the colors. These colors are popping. What did I say? Popping. So I'm going to swatch all these colors and show you them on my hand. I usually do like a red or a pink anyway. So maybe today I think I'm going to go in with a blue tone just because it's going to be something completely different. But these colors are absolutely popping and I can't wait to get them on my face. So I feel like my foundation and my base, like I'm looking like I need to finish the rest of my face. So let's get swatching right now. Okay, first up we have Spitfire, which is like a purple pink kind of shade, and this is Spitfire. I love how pigmented, it's a little bit luminous, and it has these subtle shades of pink and purple. Then we're gonna go in Stay Gold. Again, very pigmented. It kind of reminds me of Fenty Beauty kind of gold. It's very gleaming, it's very rich in colour. We have Tajen. I don't know, that doesn't really come off that much. It's kind of like a burnt orange, but it's not really coming off that much. Like, let me try and swatch it again. Yeah, it doesn't really seem to come off, so not sure about the Tajen. Lime Time came off so easily, and it is like very true to its name. It's a very lime green color with a little hint of gold and a little bit of shimmer. Then we have Leo and Brixton, which is kind of like an iridescent white and aqua blue color. It's very shimmery. It reminds me of like unicorns. I don't know if that's going to be like a color for me, but you never know. I always say like, oh, it's not really my color, and before you know it, I'm wearing it. 13th Floor, which is a true black color. This is blacker than black, very dark in color, as you can see. This is a true black. I never really do black eyeshadow because it takes literally forever to come off, but if I am going to do a black eye, this would probably be the color that I would like to use, because sometimes when you're doing a black eye, it needs to be very pigmented, and when it's not, it's just like your eye just looks dead, and not in a good way. And we have Marina, which is this color. I'm very bad at swatching, but yeah, it's kind of like a rose gold bronze earthy tone color, very light, very pigmented, and very dense with a shimmer tone. And then you have Dye, which is a purple tone. It's not very shimmery, it's a little bit shimmer, but it's not too much. It is very rich in color and it's very purple. Those are the swatches. I'm gonna choose the blue tones, so I'm just gonna swatch them now and then try them on for you. Okay guys, so the blue tones that I've chosen is the LCW and the TRM. This is the LCW. How freaking cute is that? My eyes are gonna be popping. This is a kind of mermaid blue eyeshadow, and it's got some shimmer tones to it, a little bit of metallic tones. I just think this is so cute. And then here you have the TRM, which is a darker shade, and that is kind of like a navy blue. Again, it has some metallic and shimmer tones to it, so let's just put it on my eyes. Okay, so before putting on any type of eyeshadow, I always like to go in with an eye primer. The best eye primer that I use is of course the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer lotion, and I use the color Original. I absolutely love this primer. It just makes sure that when you do put your eyeshadow on, that the eyeshadow stays pigmented and it stays in place. And if you do have a pigmented eyeshadow, it means that you don't need to use a beige eyeshadow. Just use the primer and it literally stays in place. I always find by the end of the day that my eyeshadow is still popping, y'all. I'm just going to blend that in with a beauty blender. Okay, so I'm all set to put on my eyeshadow. I'm just going to take this Urban Decay eyeshadow brush. It came with it. Let's just test it out and see how it is. If it becomes of no use, then I will go in with my favourite eyeshadow brush. And I'm just picking up the colour LCW, like I said, and just going to apply it to the eye. I really didn't have to do much. It already picked up the colour, so that was kind of great. La God, this eyeshadow is bright. It is popping. It is full of life. It is not dead. Flipping hell, guys. It did say Kaleidoscope, so I mean, I was expecting it to be bright and popping, but guys, this is bright. Okay, so that went on with ease. I'm just gonna blend out the excess with the other side of the brush. So the first side is, I think, for application. While I've used it for application, I wish the brush was a little bit more sparse with the bristles. It's quite dense with the bristles. It's quite thick as well, so it's like when I'm putting the eyeshadow on, a lot comes off. So I wish it was a little bit more loose in movement, but the eyeshadow brush is okay. And I suppose you've got the other side to kind of blend the eyeshadow in. Just gonna do my other eye. Okay, so yeah, done both eyes. Very full in pigmentation, very full in colour. Just going to go back in with the TRM, which is the darker colour that I showed you earlier, and just go on the inside of my eyes just to give a contrast in colours. Honestly guys, I'm feeling like one bougie mermaid. But let's try on the rest of the products and see the final look together. So another eye palette that came, that is part of the collection, is the Daydream eyeshadow palette. They say when Kirsten is not doing rainbow makeup tutorials, she loves to create a dreamy eye look. So this is what this eyeshadow is for. This is for more of the neutral tones. I don't know if I'm going to use it to kind of blend in the rest of this eyeshadow. So I'm just going to swatch these and get a feel of whether I'm going to use them, but also to show you guys, if you are not really daring with colour and you prefer something more dreamy and natural, stick to this eye palette. The packaging is a bit intense though. It's like, ooh. It's very luxury packaging, but at the same time, guys, we want to be able to take out the product with ease. So this is what it looks like, and these are the colours. So I'm just going to swatch them quickly for you and see if I'm going to use them. Okay, so you've got Lucy. Very white, pale, opaque colour. I'm not really fond of Lucy, to be honest. I don't know, it's too pale and opaque for me. And then you have a Daydream, more of a mocha taupe kind of colour. You have 12 of 12, which is a powdery burnt orange colour, but it doesn't really have any shimmer to them. I think because most of these eyeshadows are matte. I don't know, they're not really good for swatching, to be honest. They're not really coming off. Then you have Subscribe, which is a kind of burnt orange colour again, but I think 12 of 12 is more a rosy burnt orange, whereas Subscribe is more of a true burnt orange. Yeah, I thought I'd show you, but to be perfectly quite honest, I'm not really feeling the matte shades. I'm more of a kind of shimmer girl, to be honest, I think. So yeah, I'm not really feeling them. But I do think to get popping, I'm going to use 8, and I'm just going to use it just to kind of emphasize and highlight the eyeshadow that I currently have on. When you do this, you want to just take a little bit, literally just a dab, and just go in, place it just over the top of the eyeshadow, and then taking the other side, just blend that all out. Okay, so just going in on the other eye, so we're just literally placing it just on top of the eyeshadow that we've already put on and just blending it out. This took me forever to learn how to do. I don't know why. I finally learned how to do it. Just put in like a base color, like a brown matte eyeshadow just on the top of your eyeshadow. Just helps to emphasize the color and make the color pop. Okay guys, so I just put on my mascara because I just wanted to bring the kind of look together. I'm just going to go in with the Beauty Beam highlighting palette just to finish off my look. Again, the packaging is so beautiful, but it takes forever to get this stuff out. This is how it looks, and it was inspired by Mexico and tacos, and she recommends to stay gold. So I'm just going to swatch these and then I'm just going to apply them and show you the finished look. You have like a rose gold color, and then you have like a iridescent color, and you have a more golden tone. Well, actually, I think this is more bronze. This is more like iridescent, like a lighter tone, and this is more of a rose goldy tone. So I think I'm going to go in with the more bronzy tone for highlight. So what I like to do is to put the highlight on my cheekbone and work that in, and then a little bit down the bridge of my nose. Although this highlight is lovely, I need it to be popping. So I think I'm going to go back in with the more iridescent, lighter tone. Okay, now we're talking. I am stunting on you hoes with this highlight. To finally finish off the look, we're just going to go in with the Burnt Bun Comfortable Matte Vice Lipstick. Ooh, this is beautiful. Just going to swatch it so you can see the colour. It's like a very matte brown nude tone, and I think they say it's a comfortable matte, so it's a little bit more easy to put on and a little bit more comfortable. And like I said, the colour is Bun Bun, so I'm just going to put on my lipstick and pull the look together for you guys. Okay guys, so I've put on my lipstick and this is the final look. Okay, let's run through the first impressions. So the first impressions of the Kaleidoscope Dream, the colours are very pigmented. They're very bright in colour, so if you do not like popping colours or colours at all, this is not the palette to go for because they're very bright. But at the same time, they have some kind of darker, deeper tones as well. I would never wear like bright blue eyeshadow, but this has taught me that you can mix and match, and I love the way it picks off the eyeshadow brush and comes off with ease. Wearing the eyeshadow now, I feel like my eyes are full of colour. I don't think it's too bright at all because I kind of mix a darker tone with it. Second thing to talk about is the Daydream eyeshadow palette. This is not for me. I think because the eyeshadows are more matte, I don't really like a matte eyeshadow. For me, I didn't really like the tones because they were all very matte. I always like to use neutral tones when I'm doing my everyday look, but the colour wasn't really giving me a little bit of shimmer, and you know me, I like to be illuminated. I want to be slayed in illumination. That doesn't even make sense. I don't know what I'm talking about, but basically I just like to look bright and poppin', and I don't want to look like a daydream. I want to look like fantasy. Hey, for you, baby. This Beauty Beam highlighting palette, I kind of really like it, but as I said, I really don't like natural things unless I'm doing my everyday look. I think if I'm doing my everyday look, this is great. It's not as prominent as my Fenty Beauty Trophy Wife. The thing is, especially like if I go to work or when I'm out with my friends, people are like, oh my god, your highlighter is popping. Like that Fenty Glow. Hey! My friend from work, he's always like, that Fenty Glow tea is popping. So that's how you know me, by having popping highlighter. I don't want something subtle, so I think this is more for an everyday, or maybe I just didn't put enough on. I don't really know if it's me or the highlighting palette, but I prefer a more prominent glow. Lastly was the Comfort Matte lipstick in Bun Bun. Absolutely love this lipstick. This lipstick reminds me of Velvet Titty in the matte lipsticks. However, the fact that it says Comfort Matte, I was like expecting it to be comfortable, and it is. So it really lives up to its name, which I absolutely love, because one thing you don't want is false advertising. So I think going forward, my favorite items are this lipstick. I will be wearing this, and I don't need to put, because you know I love my little rosy lip Vaseline, I don't need to use this. I don't need to use any primer on this. It's just good to go. I think maybe I might get like a lip liner just to line my lips better. It was okay when I used it without a liner. I use most of my lipsticks without a liner because I honestly cannot be bothered. But yeah, I do think this does need a lip liner, and it would be beneficial to use a lip liner on this just because I think it will give it more definition. Absolutely love this. We'll be using this literally not every day because I don't want to have popping eyeshadow every day, but love the colours in there. I mean, look at my eyeshadow. Like I've never done blue eyeshadow, and it just kind of makes me feel like it's good to be bold and take me out of my comfort zone. It's not everyday neutral tones. Sometimes get a blue eyeshadow. So yeah, I'm absolutely loving this collection. Some of the products are not for me, and some of the products are definitely right up my alley. But that's all, guys. So if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you think anyone could benefit from this video, I'll be happy for you to share this video. And as always, you can always follow me on my social media platforms. I'll leave my Instagram and the links to my platforms in the description box below. And of the items I've used today, I'll also try and find them and list them in the description box below. But I guess that's all, guys, and I guess I'll see you in another video. But remember, guys, to always stay what? Bougie.